probably like the first true test for a lot of these teams, and seeing all these ranked teams here this weekend. What did you kind of tell the team going into this one, being that it's the first true test of the season?
Yeah, wanted to just focus on us, and so focus on things within our control, our effort, our engagement, running certain parts of the race with really good execution. It's really just our team versus their team score, and so that's really all that we were focused on. And with who we had today versus everybody else, I think we competed in a really small, contained range of outcomes that were really positive for us. And so those are the things that we were really looking at, and feel like we checked the box on that, which is that's always what we want to do at NAU. And 2 for 2, both men and women, was really pleased with that. And still have a couple athletes to insert into these lineups coming up, and so I'm thrilled on September 25th or whatever it is with where we're at on both sides.
Who would you say has kind of been some of your biggest surprises maybe this season, who's kind of stepped up another level in terms of training this season, really putting in the work to kind of come in and be a game changer for the team? We
lost a lot of people. We had some big holes to fill, and today that we had a lot of athletes on both sides, I would say, getting really new or big time experience kind of in these types of fields. And on both sides, really, Eric LaRue, was massive for us. He's a guy that's just been chipping away and ended up being our number one guy today. And, he's been coming, and just, that was a really big one on the men's side. Aiden Puffer on the men's side. Manny Perez, some of these guys that just don't have a ton of experience in these environments doing what the guys before them have done in these environments. On the women's side, just we had a lot of success with these women in track, I feel like, but still very inexperienced in cross country. So that was, I think, the best college races for Ava Mitchell, Emma Stutzman, Kiki Vaughn, Haley Burns, and so them just really acting like and knowing they belong in the top end of these races was really awesome to see them actually do it today, because they don't have a lot of experience doing it. So really pleased with everyone, but I would say those in particular kind of asserted themselves as they can do this at the highest level in the NCAA.
Awesome. And then obviously you've been around the program for a long time. This is your first year as the official head coach. What's it just been stepping into that role and really filling those shoes?
It's been fantastic. I was with Mike the entire time at NAU as a young coach, and being able to learn from literally one of the best coaches in the world. And we really have a special thing at NAU with the environment we have and the people that we have. And so not a lot has changed, and I just see myself as an extension of what NAU has been before, and just feel privileged to continue leading this program, this very, very special program, in the ways that I've been taught. And so it's been really, really great, and still being able to talk to Mike all the time and have his support. And I hope any success that we have at NAU, or I ever have at NAU, that he gets credit for it too. And so it's a very family community program in place, and I just feel privileged that I get to have the responsibility of leading it, and that's very special to me. So it's been awesome so far. We've phenomenal team and great athletes, and so they make my job really fun.
Awesome. And then just looking forward for the rest of this season, what are kind of some of the rest of the dates you have kind of pinned on your calendars, big execution wise,
we'll be at the Nutty Comb Invitational in 3 weeks from now, and that'll be another really big checkpoint in our season. This is the first time we've traveled, so we learned a lot of really good things today. And so and really seeing this course and trying to feel figure out what we need to implement, to be the best prepared for this course, and at the end of November against the best teams in the country. So Nutty Comb will be next, and excited to kind of attack that race, and that's always a phenomenal meet. And then then we'll get ready for our championship season.
Awesome. And then one last question, just overall thoughts on the course. Obviously, I feel like a lot of people, I myself got out here and was like, wow, this is actually incredible.
Yes, I think it's a fantastic course. Kudos to the University of Missouri and Kyle and his team. It's a super fair course. It's a really great cross country. It meets all the specifications that you need to, I think, safely and effectively run 250 people in high velocity race. So I thought it was a fantastic course. I think it's kind of a blend of Terre Haute and Madison, Wisconsin a little bit, and totally meets the standards of a great championship environment. And so I'm really looking forward to coming back here in a few weeks, and I think the NCAA picked a great course.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Coach.
Yeah.
And congratulations on a great race
Thank you.
today, and best luck with the rest of the season.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.